Well, good morning. Welcome to the Cactus Cowboy YouTube channel. My name is Dave Rose. It is a beautiful day here in early February. We're outside my house, south of Powell, Wyoming. I've decided I'm going to take advantage of this weather. We've got blue skies. The roads are fairly dry. That's my 2013 Mustang GT Premium. And here's my boy Lucky. Lucky's gonna go sniff out records with me. We're gonna drive up into Montana. We'll go to Red Lodge, Roberts, Juliet, Laurel, and Columbus. Wish us luck. So, we're back home after our quick tour of southern Montana. First stop was Red Lodge. That's a ski town near the base of the Beartooth Mountains. There was a antique shop where I have found records in the past. There were no records today. Then went to the senior center thrift store. They had very, very few records. It's a bunch of old beat up 45s, but I did see a couple what appeared to be new 45s. The first one being this, hunted down and missing. This is Pearl Jam, and it's a pretty recent release. There's the labels. And looking at Discogs, from what I can gather, this looked to be like a fan club only release. And it sells in the $30 range. I'll probably sell this. It only cost me 25 cents. So, and the other one is also a Pearl Jam related, is Eddie Vedder covering Wildflowers, a Tom Petty tune, and Keep Me in Your Heart. And again, this appears to be a fan club only release, and this one sells in that same $30 neighborhood on Discogs. So I'll put these two up and recoup all the money I spent and pay for the gas. And maybe have a little bit of money left over to buy other records. All right. What else? Okay. Roberts, nothing. Juliet, nothing. I have found records in both of those towns in the past, but no such luck today. My next stop was Laurel, to an antique shop up on the main street. The name of the shop was Uniquities or something like that. So I walked in, asked about records, and the gal working there said, yeah, in the back room, there's a bunch of them. I said, okay, I'll take a look. And she said, you pick some out and I'll work a deal with you. Okay. So I did go back there, and they had a lot of TUC, the usual crap, but they also had some interesting stuff. So here's what I actually bought. And most of these I got for $1 a piece. Dale Hawkins, I guess you call this rockabilly. This is a compilation. I actually do have some Hawkins 45s in my collection, but this is a compilation. It's like a best of type of thing. It's on the Chess, Rockin' and Rhythm series. And this was originally released in the late 70s. This is a repress from 1984. Anyway, vinyl is near mint. Nice. Okay, here is Loudness, Hurricane Eyes. It's from 1986, 87, thereabouts. Loudness is a Japanese metal band. I have a couple of their earlier records, so I was happy to find this. Fill a gap in my collection. The church. Heyday. The Church is an Australian, I guess you'd call it, post-punk alternative garage rock type band from the 80s. Okay, so I did not have any of The Church in my collection. This is my first Church album. Dick Dale and the Deltones, Checkered Flag. This is a stereo pressing, and the cover is a little rough. You can see a scab mark there, but the vinyl is near mint. Really happy to find this. I have a mono copy of this in my collection, VG Plus condition, but this is a really nice addition, and I do like the stereo version of this. I listened to it. Nice. There's the back cover. You can see hot rod type theme photos. Anyway, there were a few 10-inchers. This is the only one that stuck out as slightly unusual. It's from 1954, thereabouts. Harp by Harpo. It's a 10-inch. It's got a blue and silver label. This record is on Discogs, but not this variant. The one on Discogs has a black and silver label. This is different. Gonna have to make a new submission for this variant. Such is life. I was quite happy to see this unmarked, thus $1. A lot of record collectors aren't really aware that some classical records are collectible and would sell for some money. This is a case. Notice that it's Mercury Living Presence. This is a stereo pressing, early stereo pressings on Mercury, RCA, London, etc. are highly sought after by collectors. Depends on the title to some extent. But anyway, this is a record. I believe I have this in my collection already, so I've wound up with the duplicate, and I'll sell one of the two duplicates. I should be able to get 20, 25 bucks out of it. We'll see. We'll put it up on Discogs and see. And last but not least, there was another Mercury Living Presence, Wellington's Victory. Gatefold, back cover. The sound quality on these Mercury Living Presents are great. They did a great job in recording. And of course, the pressing is high quality. Anyway, not my biggest or most notable haul, but for a quick trip through Montana, it was okay. I only actually found records in two places. I did go up to Columbus. There was an antique or a used store I saw on Facebook. I went up there, and I got there about 3:30, and the sign on the door said hours, 11 to 3. So I missed out. Who knows? Maybe I'll get up there again eventually, I guess. Anyway, it can be slim pickings in this part of the country. It is very sparsely populated. The thrift shops and the antique shops get records in on an infrequent basis. So a lot of times it's hit or miss. You're going to wade through a lot of TUC, but on the other hand, there's not a whole lot of other crate diggers out there. So I have very little competition for what I actually find. Oh, incidentally, that store up in Laurel, where I got those LPs, they had Dead Kennedys, Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables, original pressing with the soon to be withdrawn back cover photo on Cherry Red Records. Guy had $60 on that one, and it was VG, maybe. It was nothing special. And they had a white album, numbered white album with all the inserts. The vinyl was nice. Cover was a little rough. And they had like $60 on that as well. There are a few other that were interesting. A couple Jefferson Airplane, early Jefferson Airplane, original pressings that takes off their debut. And what was the other one? Long John Silver. And those were priced crazy too, for like $40, $45. I don't need to buy expensive copies of records. I already have. You know, if I had picked them up real cheap, I might have gone for them if there were a few bucks, but not $60. That's not going to happen. I just wind up with a duplicate record that I paid too much money for, and I don't want to mess with it. Anyway, it's a good haul. Great to have my little buddy Lucky along for the ride. He enjoyed it. We stopped at Clark's Fork of the Yellowstone River at a fisherman's access point, and I let Lucky out to stretch his legs, to pee on a bush, and get a drink out of the river. We both had a great time. Well, thanks for watching. See you again on the next video. Be sure to check out all my other videos on my channel. There's a lot of good vinyl-related hiking and car shows and stuff like that. Anyway, thanks for watching.